Your piece sounds amazing. It'll be the highlight of the Community Council's award ceremony.
Thanks, Mr. Phillips.
How's your acceptance speech coming along?
Well, not very good. Playing our instruments is one thing, but...
Do we have to give a speech? We all love playing but hate giving speeches.
Especially in front of the battalion commander.
I find that hard to believe. You guys perform in front of large crowds all the time.
That's different. We're playing our instruments.
You'll be fine. Maybe I can help. I give a lot of speeches for the Community Council.
Thanks, we'll take any help we can get. Last week in speech class, I froze up just thinking about what I was going to say.
Hold that thought! Will Mr. Phillips' pointers be sweet music to our scholars? Or will Alessandro, Isabella, and Ariana's fear of presenting put a freeze on the award ceremony? No need to panic. Join the knowledge seekers as they prepare to perfect their public speaking in this episode of Thinking Aloud. While our reluctant orators begin their review of the basics of public speaking with Mr. Phillips, it's important for us to recognize that public speaking does not come easy to most people. If you're dreading having to give a speech, or are a parent encouraging your child, you're not alone. Studies report that 75% of the U.S. population fears public speaking. In fact, 60% of individuals applying for jobs are denied because of poor communication skills. Students who can improve their public speaking skills will find they're better prepared for the challenges of school and the real world. Let's listen in as the knowledge seekers polish their public speaking.
I got my notes from Ms. Carmen's speech class. Here they are, guidelines for giving a speech.
Good, let's refer to those.
First, we need to clearly identify the purpose of the speech, then determine the length of the speech. For this speech, we need to talk about why we are thankful for earning the scholarships.
And we've been given 2 to 3 minutes to speak.
Okay, now who's the most important person you need to consider when preparing for and delivering your speech?
Me.
No, silly, the audience. The third guideline is to consider the audience. We need to think about who the audience will be, what they are interested in, and what is going to hold their attention. We know our audience is a bunch of officers and teachers who have been sitting there all evening listening to speeches. They will be attending to learn more about us and the other scholarship recipients. So our speech needs to really set us apart.
What about the structure of your speech? I have a coworker who jumps from topic to topic. Does that work?
No, our speech has to be well organized. Ms. Carmen is very particular about that. An effective speech has an introduction, body, and conclusion. Typically, an introduction will start with an attention getter to grab the audience's focus, and then it will explain the purpose of the speech. We are going to introduce our topic by reading a funny email on the importance of practicing, which our dad sent us while he was deployed.
Our purpose statement goes on to explain how the music scholarship will help us grow as musicians.
Then, in the body of the speech, we go into detail about each main point. We explain that we will be using the scholarship to attend a music camp this summer. We then go on to describe how thankful we are to our music teacher and our family.
That'll be very interesting, but don't forget about the conclusion section of your speech.
Right. Mrs. Carmen says we always need to end a speech in a memorable way.
That's the concluding statement. We are going to end by thanking the scholarship committee and inviting them to our future sold-out performance at Madison Square Garden in New York City. We hope they get a laugh out of that one.
Okay, you guys are much more prepared than you're letting on. What's the problem?
We're nervous about getting up in front of everybody.
I really don't want to freeze up again.
Fear of public speaking is common. The only effective way to remain calm, relaxed, and have fun is to do what?
Practice.
Practice. Sound familiar? Just like you practice your instruments, you need to practice giving your speech. It sounds like what your dad wrote about in his email to you.
Yeah, I did.
It seems as though our knowledge seekers are well on their way to perfecting their public speaking. You can too by simply focusing on the guidelines for delivering any speech. Identify the purpose of your speech. Write your speech for the appropriate length of time. Consider the interests and needs of your audience. And organize the structure of your speech. Finally, practice presenting your speech and you too will eliminate your fears. Keep preparing and keep thinking aloud.